and good morning. It is currently 6 in the morning. I actually wanted to make a quick video about a book I just recently read last night. I just finished, and today we're going to actually be doing a book review about the book Graceling. Ding! This is the book cover. It's very cool. Say hi to Prinkle. Off she goes. So, as I was saying, this is the book cover. It has a dagger, and there's a person here, I suppose, is our main character, Casta. Yes, by Christian Cashore. I hope I say that right, and another New York Times bestseller. I was planning on making this video last night, but by the time I finished the book, it was really late, and I couldn't be making noise for my family. But yeah, about the book, this book, it's a fantasy novel with romance, my favorite types of books. And this fantasy book is like it's like the medieval castle type genre of things. And in this book, there's like a small group of the population that have graces, and these graces are like supernatural abilities. You know, these things can be like you have like the ability to jump really high. You can tell like when a storm will be hitting or something like that. Just like very good advantages. Or like you could be a very good fighter. Like our main character Casta, we come to find out she is a grace with like fighting, and like happens to be like one of the best fighters in like the whole land. It's very cool. So it's a really awesome book. So I will do my best to not give any spoilers. But that being said, I will be talking about like the main plot of the book. So if you guys would like to enter this book like blindly, I suggest you leave now. As I said, our book follows our protagonist Casta, and like I said, she is graced with like fighting and whatnot, and she is the niece of a king called Randa. And I wanted to point out to you guys here in the beginning of the book, there's a map. There's a map here, guys. Here in the middle is where she lives. Randa City, right in the middle, in the Midlands. That's where Casta lives, and Randa City, it's named after the king, Randa himself. He's a pretty whack king, not a cool person. I actually wanted to point this out to you guys. A classmate pointed this out to me. Okay, so you know how north, south, west, and east or whatever, they correlate with each other with like the 7 kingdoms here on the map. So here's Midlands, middle. Then there's Nander, north. Wester, west. Sander, south. And he's still east. It correlates. Yeah, so like I said, Randa, the king of Midlands, or in that area, is really whack. He basically uses Casta for her grace, and sends her out on these missions to like torture these other kings and the other kingdoms. He sends her out, and if like they don't agree with him or don't do as he says, he'll have Casta like break their arm or chop off a finger. Pretty horrible things. Like, he's not always in the right. It's just whatever he wants, and it's pretty sucky. It's like it's taking a toll on Casta herself, that she's now given this like reputation of like a killer. Like, even herself, she says, I can't find a quote, but like she even herself says that she like sees herself as a monster, and and like a monster who's like just a killer, and it's really sad, dude. It's pretty heartbreaking. But yeah. So that being said, she's like a very close-hearted character, and just like a very few selective people a part of the council. And so you might be wondering what the council is. The council is like a secret organization of people who like go out on missions and help other people from like the surrounding kingdoms as well. And yeah, just like tasks about that, but they would be needed their help, you know, like of anything. Yeah, and it's like somewhat secret, and I say that because people know about it, except for people like Randa. If Randa ever found out, it'd be very bad for Casta even. Not good. So yeah, and moving on to the subject of romance in this book, guys, it's so sweet. It's so sweet, the romance in this book, you guys. In the beginning, the lovers of this book, they don't get along. Well, this mainly just applies to Casta. She doesn't like him, but it's very obvious. Like, right as he's introduced, I already knew that there would be romance in this book. And just like off their first interaction even, I already knew, dude. I already knew this guy was gonna be the freaking love interest. Like I'm gonna read you guys a quote of like one of their very first interactions they have with each other. And it was one of his rings that scratched her, and now his fingertips touched her face. His hands dropped, returning to his side, and he looked at her calmly, as if this were normal, as if friends she'd only just made always touch her face with their fingertips, as if she'd ever made friends, as if she'd had any basic compassion to decide what was normal when one made friends and what was not. Yeah. So yeah, any of you guys, and like particularly like enemies to lovers tropes, those are really cool. Yeah, this has like that somewhat of that element just a bit in the beginning of the book, so I think you guys might enjoy it. And there's like there's moments between these characters where I had to stop reading like so many times, all in just one, like in the same scene. It was very intense. The scenes they have together. Yeah, overall this book was a really nice read. I liked it a lot, and I recommend it for you guys to go and buy it for yourself, or if you happen to have it like in a school library. It's very nice. So thanks for listening to me rant about this book. I'll see you guys very soon, and if you guys enjoyed this video, you should check out my channel, and if you like my videos, you should consider subscribing. Not a bad idea. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.